don't know, Path. I don't know, girl. She may take over. Alright, you guys, so welcome back to my channel. I feel like I have been doing so many reviews for you guys, but it's because right now the makeup game, there's so many products finally coming out. I feel like we had a period where like nothing was out there. I couldn't review for you guys. It was just tragic. So we're back at it. That's why I'm spitting out so many videos. But I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. So you guys know, if you're a true OG, the only concealer that I use is a Pat McGrath Labs concealer. That is my favorite concealer. There's no other concealer out there that tops it. But this one, I swatched it in Sephora and it just felt like the Pat McGrath one. Like it has like this gel-like consistency. You guys know I love that. It just seemed really promising. So I was like, maybe this may be the concealer that maybe, you know, makes me switch, you know, from Pat McGrath. So we're going to test it out today. I do have the shade 13 Deep Foncé, if that's how you say it correctly. We're going to test it out. So I'm also going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish Complexion Perfecting Eye Plus Face Micro Powder. Such a long name. But I have this one also in Tan Deep. So I actually did a review of this by itself, but today we're going to try it out together and see what it's given. So if you guys are interested, because I know I am, make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, and let's jump right into this video. So let's get into it. This concealer right here is priced at $33, which is pretty good because with Charlotte, I feel like lately her prices have been like a little bit more affordable, because typically you guys know it's super expensive when it comes to her products. So I really do appreciate that. And then also on here, it claims that it can reduce dark circles by 40% in 28 days. So this is also skincare, is what it seems like, okay? Skin looks smoother and more radiant by 43%. Boost hydration by 173% in 1 hour. A little bit nervous about that because I do have oily skin, so we'll see. But it does have hyaluronic acid, golden, vitamin C, plus collagen, plus niacinamide. So it has all the good stuff in here, you guys. Like, I'm really excited. So let me open this and see what it looks like. Okay. So she did have a couple shades and I was kind of going back and forth, but I selected this one, number 13 Deep Foams. So this is what the concealer looks like for reference. Okay, get into it. And then also, if you are wondering, this is what the wand looks like. It's a little bit angled, just a little bit, nothing too crazy, but this is what it looks like right there. So what I'm going to do simply for you guys is apply this concealer. I already have foundation on, I already primed my face, all that good stuff. But we're going to go ahead and apply some concealer and then set it with this powder, and I will check in a little bit later on the day to see what it looks like. If I look super greasy, if it creases a lot, all of that, I'll give you guys the real tea. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with one eye because I don't know what to expect with this, so let's see. All right, so I'm going to apply a little bit right here and then a little bit over there. Okay, I'm just gonna let the under eye sit for a quick second. I probably shouldn't do that because I don't know if it dries down fast. But I will say this concealer, it feels really nice, but it's not like super watery or anything like that. It's kind of a little bit more like, a little bit thick is what it feels like right now, but we'll see what it feels like once I blend it out. So taking my sponge, I'm gonna start off with the chin area first and see what this looks like. Okay, actually let me prop my mirror up over here. Hopefully it doesn't block you guys, but I want to see up close what it does. But it blends so similar to the Pat McGrath one. This is so funny. I'm like, did y'all use the same labs? Because why is it acting the same? Okay, so you guys see how that blended so easily into the skin. All right, it's doing what it needs to do. So I love this. Okay, so now we're gonna go, let's try the forehead. This is like my problem area right now. I'm like breaking out there for some reason. I don't know why. But we're gonna blend this there too. And I'm trying to see if this is full coverage. It doesn't say on here. I don't think it does. It just says it's a medium buildable coverage. Okay, cool. So like I told you guys, when I first applied it, it kind of felt like a little, I don't know, it feels like a little bit thicker. It's not as like watery as my other concealers, but it blends beautifully into the skin. Wow. Okay. So now going into the under eyes, and I always say, y'all, my under eyes are super bougie. So like, I'm not even trying to be funny. It will let me know right away if it doesn't like this concealer. But y'all, it is just looking so good. Wait a minute. I was not expecting this. Okay, I don't know, Path. I don't know, girl. She may take over. Okay. But the reason why I love this so much is because it does remind me of the Path McGrath one. Like, it looks so similar. I'm actually going to apply a little bit more in my inner corner just because I need a little bit more coverage there. And this color is Perfection. Okay. I think the one above it was a little bit too, I don't know, it just didn't look like it would give me a good highlight, but this one is the perfect color. So I hope you guys can see how flawless and natural the skin looks. Like, I am obsessed right now. My skin looks like skin. Like, even though I applied a good amount of concealer, it looks like skin. So what I'm gonna do now is use a Charlotte Tilbury powder just to set it, because I don't like my concealer to sit too long because it will crease. Okay, so I'm gonna take this and just set the under eyes. So I did go ahead and set the under eyes using the Charlotte powder, and I think I should have went in with my Huda Beauty powder first and then this, because I just don't like how the powder looks with the concealer. It just looks super dry, and I know Charlotte said to use this as a topper, so that's on me. So for the other eye, I will use it as a topper. I'll use my Huda Beauty first, and then we'll see what that looks like. Let's go ahead and blend the other eye. And I love that we have playtime with this concealer, because some concealers, if you let it sit on your skin, you can't, you know, blend it out, but this one you can. So after blend that out, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty powder first and then the Charlotte one, and see if that makes a difference, because the Huda one is just so like finely milled, or however you say that, but it's just super lightweight. So I'm going to use this. Let's see. So after doing that, definitely the Huda one looks a lot more smoother than the Charlotte one. Then the Charlotte one's a little bit dry, and so I'm going to take the Huda one and apply it on the under eye to balance everything out. But the Charlotte one is so good. I love that powder, y'all, if you want like a brightening effect, but you have to use it as a topper on top of your regular yellow powder. Okay, so that's the trick to it. I learned, but yeah, it looks a lot better. Okay, so I went ahead and set my face using the Makeup Forever powder in the shade Y505, so that's all good to go. But I did want to go ahead and bronze with you guys. I have the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, which you guys know I'm obsessed with, and this is also in the shade, I believe, tan number 3. The back is just scraped up, so I can't tell right now, but it's tan number 3, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna bronze the face. I want you guys to see what the bronzer will look alongside the concealer. And I just love this bronzer so much because it gives you like a natural bronze, you know what I mean? Because I hate a bronzer that's super red or looks muddy on the skin. This one doesn't do that. It adds a nice flush to the face. Okay, so let me stop bronzing, y'all, because I can honestly do this forever, but This is what the face is looking like so far. Obsessed. So what I'm gonna do is finish up the rest of my face, and I'll be back to show you guys what it looks like, of course, and then we'll go ahead and do a wear test. All right, so I'm back, you guys. It's currently 11:06. This is the face right here. Okay, I am loving the orange blush with the orange shirt. Like, it's given. But yeah, so I'll be back later on, you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do an 8-hour test or a 6-hour test. I'm just gonna check in. Like, with concealers, you don't have to be like so, like, you know, compared to like foundation. So I'll just be back and I'll show you guys, you know, what the face looks like. All right, you guys, so I am currently back. It is 5:07 right now, so 5:07. And the concealer looks really good, you guys. I mean, there's nothing too crazy to say about it. It performs just like my Pat McGrath concealer. Looks absolutely flawless, looks seamless on the face. Like, it looks really good. The only thing though I will say is I made that mistake of setting my under eye first with the Charlotte powder on this eye. So if y'all can see, it's like creasing really bad right here. And then all the way over here too as well. I don't know if y'all can see it on camera because I don't know, maybe you can. But it creased really bad with me using the Charlotte Tilbury powder by itself with a concealer. It performed well with the Pat McGrath one. Like, those two together work so well. But with the Charlotte concealer, it just did not look that good. But this eye over here, this is the one I believe that I use with my Huda powder first. It looks flawless, like, it looks seamless. So I just suggest using your regular powder and then using the Charlotte Tilbury powder on top of it, just to add a little bit more of that brightening effect. But the concealer is awesome, you guys. I love the way it feels. I love the way it blends out, how smooth it makes your under eye look. And then also because it is hydrating, I thought I would be like crazy, you know, greasy by the end of the day, because you guys know I have oily skin. But I'm not at all. My skin still looks really, really good, and it's 5 o'clock. And I think I did my makeup like around like 10 something, you know, in the morning. So yes, it's bomb. I'm gonna use it. It's probably the only concealer besides Pat McGrath that, you know, I actually like, which is crazy to say. Like, I like a lot of other concealers, don't get me wrong, but this one just does something to the face, and I'm loving it. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just got done working, so I'm about to go get my nails done because my nails are ratchet right now. So I hope you guys enjoy your day, your weekend, or your week, wherever you are at this point watching this video. But don't forget to go ahead and like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.